Welcome to this episode of Bridal Extravaganza TV. Twice a year, thousands of bright-eyed brides head on down to the George R. Brown looking to plan their perfect wedding. And a very few of them will be featured on Bridal Extravaganza TV. On today's episode, we follow Jody and Blake as they meet with Balushka to design a paper floral display for their wedding. Jenna and Fadi tour a potential wedding venue, 5226 Elm. And we'll take you to a one-of-a-kind honeymoon destination in Honduras. Enjoy this episode of Bridal Extravaganza TV.
Looking for a unique gift for a special bride to be in your life? The Ultimate Wedding Box by the Bridal Extravaganza Show is the perfect idea to help any bride with the wedding planning journey. Whether you buy one box or surprise her with a new one each month, any bride will be thrilled with the products inside.
With years of experience in the bridal industry, the creators of the Ultimate Wedding Box have included essentials that every bride will need throughout the process.
This surprise box will be sent to her house each month, and it'll be an exciting treat for her.
For more information about the Ultimate Wedding Box or to buy a subscription, log on to bridesubscriptionbox.com or call 281-340-7777.
We met about 31 years ago, actually bowled in a league with my parents, and she would come up to watch her parents bowl.
But he was a fireman then, and when you're 16, every fireman's cute. So I would see him come up to the bowling alley, and that's the only reason I came up there, was to see him.
And then I was playing in a golf tournament in Sugar Land, and just happened to stop by a sandwich shop. In walks this attractive blonde. She walked up to the counter and got her sandwich, and I was looking down at my phone, and she walked over and
I said, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm Jody. My mom and dad, Frida and Lance Stanley, used to bowl with you. And I said, are you Blake White? And he said, yes. Oh, wow, like you've grown up. But he looked exactly the same. Fast forward 2 years later, after that, I was on Facebook, and I saw a girlfriend of mine on Facebook in a picture with him. And so I friended him on Facebook, so we ended up meeting for a couple of glasses of wine. And
that was a little over 2 years ago, our first date.
So I left thinking I'll probably never see him again. Then he asked me out again, and I said, sure, I'll go. So we had a great time, and then we've been going out ever since.
Actually ended up taking her to the Dominican Republic and had a nice dinner on the beach. And I think she thought something was up because I was dressed all in white. So
when we walked on the beach, you know, they have one of those tents set up and all the candles, and the girl handed me a rose, and I thought, oh, they probably do this for everybody. So they poured champagne, and we were gonna drink, and looked down, and he was on one knee, and he had a clamshell.
Yeah.
And he opened up the clamshell. He almost dropped the ring out onto the sand. Because he was kind of nervous, I think, and then he said, you know, all the things that guys say to get you to say yes.
Yeah, and she immediately started crying.
We're getting married at Rogues Garden Club, and then we picked out our reception place. His last name's White, so we wanted to do an all-white wedding, and we just didn't want to do the traditional. We wanted to do something fun. And so I want to do something all white, possibly, something just really crazy, something that you don't expect, and you just don't see a lot of that these days. Yeah, I was looking for dresses, bridal dresses, and I stopped in front of a bridal store, and there were these flowers all on the wall, you know, around the wedding dress. And then I saw in a magazine, I was like, God, this is super cool, it's different. And then I realized who it was. So we went to the Bridal Extravaganza, and she had an amazing booth set up, and I just thought it was different, unique, creative. You just don't see that, and you can make it as fancy or as simple as you want. And you know, she sells them so you can buy them and take them with you, and she does some incredible stuff. So I just chose her because I thought it would be unique.
Winnie Couture is a flagship salon based out of Beverly Hills and carries gowns by celebrity designer Winnie Cloman. Here at Winnie Couture, we feature 2 collections that range in price from $1,500 to $7,000. Both labels can be featured in pure silk and luxurious satins. We have veils and shoes that are ordered to match all gowns, as well as jewelry, headpieces, and Swarovski belts. Winnie Couture stylists cater to their brides and assist them from their first visit to their pickup. Finding your wedding gown at Winnie Couture is an experience brides will never forget.
Today we are featuring a bride who is near and dear to our heart. Jody worked at the Bridal Extravaganza and actually did the interviews for Bridal Extravaganza TV. On this episode, we're very excited to follow Jody and Blake as they meet with Balushka at Balushka Paper Floral Artistry.
So we're on our way to see Balushka. She's going to put something together for us, hopefully that we'll love, and meet with her and kind of try to figure out what we want and just have her put something together really unique for us.
Hello, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you at the Bridal Extravaganza. We just wanted to come by today and kind of talk to you about our vision and what we wanted for our wedding.
When is the date?
April 17th.
So we have a lot of time, that's good. And what is the vision? What is the feel of your wedding? What style?
We're going to have an all-white wedding because his last name is White. So we kind of want to theme it around white. But I want something unique, and I've seen some of the things you do. Like, I love the flower wall, but I wanted to do something a little different from the flower wall. You had one that I saw that it was all white, but you had silver. It seemed like in the center of the flowers.
Center, yes,
yeah.
It was an arch. And the flowers itself were white. So I brought some samples and in white. And we can incorporate color in the middle. I think that would be a nice touch.
Maybe a blush, maybe a light blush or something, and then maybe some jewels or stones in the center.
We do that, and we have 52 colors to choose from. Wow. So that's good. And what is the venue?
It's the River Oaks Garden Club, so it's an outdoor venue.
I would say that we can incorporate flowers on hedges and create a very natural arch for the ceremony. And then I would love to see maybe flowers on the walls, green walls, so when people arrive to the weddings, they go through kind of maze of green, like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, I would like that. And I was thinking maybe on, you know, the runner walking up where the chairs are lined up, maybe if we could do some of the big ones, maybe something like this on each chair with maybe some tulle or something that really just was a beautiful look walking down the aisle.
Would you prefer each chair having a flower?
I'm thinking just the edges, because on the ground there they will only let you put real rose petals. So I was thinking we could just do white rose petals all the way up and then the paper flowers, you know, all around.
And maybe we can incorporate color also with tulle. We can maybe get a blush tulle.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
Yes, and white flowers, so we can just incorporate color this way as well.
That'd be good.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're excited. We just wanted something unique, and you know, we knew that you could do something like that for us.
Thank you for choosing me.
It was such a pleasure to meet Jody and Blake this morning. I'm extremely excited about their wedding in April, and it is outdoor ceremony, which is fantastic. It gives me creativity, and I can do whatever I want and hang flowers on the hedges. So we cannot wait for this April wedding, and thank you, Bridal Extravaganza.
It's amazing the design, what she puts together. It's really creative, and it matches what we're looking for in our wedding.
Yeah, she's incredible. We love Balushka. We're definitely going with her.
Every venue offers something unique and different than the next, so be sure to visit as many as you can before making that decision. Today, Jenna and Fadi tour a potential wedding venue, 5226 Elm.
Well, he was moving here and he was friends with some of my mutual friends, and the first night he got in town, I was invited over by our mutual friend and he was there. We did a tour of Grand Central, and we went to Central Park and Fifth Avenue and everything, and then finally we got to the bridge.
I hired a photographer and we made a tour in the city, then on the bridge, like just off the question.
Everybody started clapping, and I just love that we have the pictures from the photographer up at that. I went to the Bridal Extravaganza with one of my bridesmaids, and I'm actually her maid of honor. She's getting married as well, and I just love it. It's the most fun show. It's so useful. There's tons of vendors and everything you could ever need is there. So we were looking for venues and we came across 5226 Elm, and I've heard a lot of great things about this location and I'm excited to see it.
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
I'm Sammy.
Jenna.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Fadi.
Hi, Fadi. Nice to meet you both. So you're looking for a wedding venue for both ceremony and reception?
Yes.
All right, well I'm going to show you around and kind of explain the space a little bit. So basically as your guests enter, you might have your sign-in table here. So what we do to get the space ready is we're going to move all of this out of here, all this furniture. We also provide a draping, an ivory draping that goes from, you know, the piping down edge to edge with restrooms behind. And so if you're going to do your ceremony, of course everybody would come in and move out to the garden area. And we can actually fit anywhere from 50 to 230 seats out there. We have a pond cover that we use. So basically we remove the planters and the little stumps. We put the pond cover in. And of course, you know, you're gonna have that center aisle at that point. What we do after the ceremony is pop that back up so that you have this pond look, which is what most people love about this space. And then if we want to flip the space into some cocktail tables and such for cocktails and hors d'oeuvres after you finish drinks, your guests will come in, start the cocktails and hors d'oeuvres process, and then once pictures are over and the pond cover's removed, they'll mix and mingle between the two spaces. And then we'll move into the main area for dinner. So let me show you that. All right, so this is our main studio, and I know it looks like a photography studio, which it is. Ralph Smith Photography owns these studios, and so we flip the space for events. So what we do for the events is we'll take everything out of here, of course. The way that it's set up is that when you turn off this light and you add event lighting, everything up top fades black so that you don't see this industrial look. Everything on the walls has been painted white so that it's going to take on the colors of your event space. So you have an open palette. So we do have some lighting installed through our preferred lighting and audio company. And so we've got all different packages that we can show you from just basic, nice and elegant to crazy patterns on the walls and moving images and lighting and LED big screens with all kinds of things going on. So you could go very soft and elegant or get crazy with it. Most of our DJs are placed in the built-in table over here. So once you get everything out of here, you've got an open palette and it's just really a great space. You can fit about 160 in here seated comfortably with a large dance floor, but we've had in mix and mingle throughout the building about 250. All right, so let me show you the rest of the venue. Okay, so we have two full kitchens here. Most of our clients actually use this kitchen to place their buffets and their food stations and use it as a working kitchen. We have a second kitchen that your caterer can use for prepping, for execution. So if this is not your look, we certainly don't mind. We can shut this off. I've seen people do full buffets down the halls or food stations throughout the venue, wherever you would like. So it's a really flexible building on where you might want to set things and how you let it flow. Across from the kitchens, we have some niches that are built in that go down the hallway. That is another option for food or for cocktails. So are y'all gonna have a lot of people in your wedding party? Like how many attendants each?
4 each.
4 each, okay, awesome, because we do have some great space for each of you to get dressed in and kind of take pictures and just relax. So that's where we're going now, and I'll give you a tour of that room. Okay, so this is what we turn into a bridal suite. So basically everything gets cleared out of here just like the other studio that we have. This is our natural lighting studio, so photographers love it. They love to get pictures of you in your gown just before the ceremony. So we bring in some nice furniture for you to get comfortable on and to take pictures. We do a full-length mirror. And then you have this extra seating place. It's a very nice room because it looks out to the pool. It's very calming, and it's just a great space to have to chill in for a couple hours before you get married. So I'll show you the pool area from outside so that you get a better picture of it. All right. So this is basically where we have our ceremonies. Your minister will be standing here facing the building, the two of you facing him, and your rows of chairs down, and then if we need to cover the pond, of course we do that, and then bring it back up. Right around the corner here is where the pool area is that I showed you from inside. Great space for whenever the two of you are gonna walk around and take your pictures just after the ceremony. There's some amazing spots out here. It's just beautiful, always. So this is the last thing that we show our clients here, which is the groom's area. You guys are gonna show up mostly dressed and ready to go, so you've got a nice cozy area with a TV and a cooler. You can chill out back here and play poker and have a couple beers before the wedding. It's a straight shot to the altar, so it's very easy. Let me tell you a little bit more about it and our pricing and the vendors and all that good stuff. You wanna come with me? I think it really went well. They were such a cute couple. They had the perfect amount of people, I think, where they could use the space in a couple different ways, so they didn't really necessarily had to make up their mind when they booked how they were gonna use it. They could easily say, okay, we just love the space. We'll figure it out once we get a better idea of our count. But they were super sweet. They seemed like the great couple that were ready to have a good time and be able to use each of the spaces very well, incorporate them very well into their wedding.
It was great. I love the flexibility of the space. I love the pond outside where you can put a cover on it and it'd be the aisle and then take it off. Just very interesting and different.
Who Made the Cake is known for custom, unique cakes. Everything is made fresh to order. My passion for art has grown into my passion for the love of creating cakes. I love to sit down with every bride, talk about the details in their wedding, and then I sketch out a custom cake for them that is unique. So anything you can dream of, we can create it. We are known for the over-the-top, large creations, but people don't realize we do beautiful, reasonable size cakes to fit any budget. Guests will look at the cake and then they'll taste it and say, who made the cake?
Looking for unique gifts for a special bride to be in your life? The Ultimate Wedding Box by the Bridal Extravaganza Show is the perfect idea to help any bride with the wedding planning journey. Whether you buy one box or surprise her with a new one each month, any bride would be thrilled with the products inside.
With years of experience in the bridal industry, the creators of the Ultimate Wedding Box have included essentials that every bride will need throughout the process.
This surprise box will be sent to her house each month, and it'll be an exciting treat for her.
For more information about the Ultimate Wedding Box or to buy a subscription, log on to bridesubscriptionbox.com or call 281-340-7777.
Honeymoon destination, Pristine Bay, Honduras. Los Verandas Hotel and Villas at Pristine Bay is your honeymoon paradise. The exclusive luxury resort, golf, and residential community is on the tropical Caribbean island of Roatan. One quick flight takes you worlds away. The hotel had a soft opening in 2013 and will ultimately feature 60 luxury suites and 32 freestanding villas. The grounds really up the romance ante. Rainforest-covered hills, white sand beaches, crystal blue waters, and glowing sunsets. The villas are high-end luxury. The interior feels like an extension of the Caribbean with high whitewashed walls, ceilings with stained teak wood trusses, travertine marble bathrooms, upscale kitchenettes, and custom-designed furnishings and art. Each has a personal infinity pool with unobstructed views of the beach and the Caribbean. And if you want to dive, this is the place to be. The resort rests on Roatan's North Shore near the Mesoamerican Reef, a dynamic underwater playground. It's just a quick golf cart ride to the dive shop in the beach club and a short boat ride to great diving. The experienced staff makes every level diver feel at ease. If you want to golf, this is the place to be. Designed by legendary father-son duo Pete and Perry Dye, the Black Pearl is Roatan's first and only championship golf course. Tom, resident golf pro, and his staff meticulously maintain the 18-hole course. 14 of the holes have water views, and the signature hole is an island hole reminiscent of the famous 17 at Sawgrass. Las Pergolas is the on-property luxury dining option. Here the chef prepares seasonal items as well as traditional fare. Specializing in Caribbean American fusion, enjoy fresh seafood, lobster, steak, and more. We loved the grilled lobster tail with oregano potatoes. Many of the villas have not been sold, so if you want to extend your honeymoon happiness and return many times, Las Verandas is for you. Whether you are an owner or a guest, you can take advantage of the private 1,000-foot crescent-shaped white beach, 2 large infinity pools, 2 specialty restaurants, and 2 bars offering Caribbean American fusion cuisine. For more information about Las Verandas Hotel and Villas, please visit las-verandas.com. Welcome to Pecan Springs. We've gathered some of Houston's best wedding vendors together today to create a once-in-a-lifetime photo shoot where our bride Morgan really is a princess for the day.
We are here doing the Billboard Bride Shoot. We've selected everything from Allure's couture collection. Their gowns are exquisitely beaded with fabulous beads, all types of crystals and gorgeous pearls. And then we've also included a new collection that we are offering to the brides now. So the cathedral veil is full of bling. Of course, we offer styling for every bride that does visit our store. We are located at the corner of Yale and 610 near the Heights. We specialize in a large collection of wedding gowns from all of the important designers that brides are always requesting to see. It doesn't matter what a bride's budget happens to be, we want to offer them that bridal experience.
A splendid event is a full wedding planning. We coordinate, we do linens, florals, design work. We start with the brides from the beginning all the way to the final kiss goodbye. Today we're at a style photo shoot for Billboard Bride. So I love the dress that Morgan's wearing today. It evokes the old world feel, which was the inspiration for the design that we have today in the style shoot.
Simple Beauty Artistry is a company that offers on-location and in-studio hair and makeup services. We offer traditional makeup, airbrush makeup, and hairstyling, as well as spray tanning. For today's shoot, we wanted to have a very vintage Tuscan feel. Everything was very natural. We wanted to keep the natural body wave in her hair. Nobody really wants those hard curls that you're used to see back in the day. We want the nice soft waves, very natural flowy hair, almost an effortless updo is what you're seeing more nowadays. When you're taking pictures, it's very important that you look your absolute best, and your regular makeup does not transfer the same on camera, so it's very important that you hire somebody that's a professional that can take care of that for you. Also, it's very important to have a trial for your hair and makeup to make sure everything looks nice and perfected for pictures.
AJ's Urban Petals is a full-service event and wedding company. You know what we're seeing, of course Pinterest plays a big part in things, and I always tell brides, tell me what you like about the picture. So we kind of look at the picture and do something that you like in the picture to create your own custom look. A lot of pastels are very popular right now. We've gotten away from vibrant colors, and we're kind of doing a throwback to like the old dusty rose, light blue, mint green, sage, and all of the pretty pastel colors for spring. The tablescape was kind of a throwback to like a European feel for me. Spain has kind of figured out a way to perfectly marriage modern with old world. Usually what the process is we'll book an initial consultation. I like for the bride to have at least selected a venue by then. It's great if they've selected a dress because that kind of gives me a little insight on what their actual design is. They'll bring pictures of Pinterest, inspiration pictures, color palettes. I kind of talk to them on the phone first and tell them to bring all those things with me. So whenever we sit and visit the first time through, we will kind of lay all of that stuff out, get the concept together, talk about counts, and then my actual proposal is a journey from beginning to end through the process. I'll send that over to them, they'll review that a couple of days, and then they'll come back to me with any edits, and then we move forward with the process.
Dream Photo and Video is a Houston-based photo and video company. We have been serving Houston and surrounding area for the past 6 years. Our mission is to capture the precious moments of your day. So today we are at the Billboard Bride Shoot. We have the opportunity of having the ambient light through all the window settings that they have in their venue. All the brides, they start doing venue shopping. This is their first step, and after that they usually move on to finding a photographer and videographer. Although photos are very important, we very emphasize on video too, because those are the moments that you look at and it's kind of reliving your day.
Gown shopping was amazing. I got there and there were so many different gowns to choose from, and Miss V picked the perfect ones for me. I loved the way all of them looked and I hardly could decide. Today's been so fun. Mine was amazing. Getting all fixed up was so much fun, and having different looks has been like spoiling to me. I think I'm gonna say it's pretty amazing. I'm very excited.
That's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're a real Houston bride out there and you'd like to see your wedding featured on this show, head on down to the George R. Brown to the Bridal Extravaganza Show. Our scouting agents will be there. They're ready to meet you, and maybe you could appear on the next episode. Thank you so much. This is Lorette Veras.
This has been a paid program.